Bill Snouffer here, and if you want to make a big savings splash, don't miss the Beach Party Savings Bash at Franklin Sussex Automall. Keep cool with savings in the thousands on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Enjoy summer fun in the all-new 2017 Jeep Compass, just $169 a month. And the road-ready 2017 Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab is yours for just $199 a month.
Plus, with every purchase, get a 60-quart Coleman Cooler. Hurry to Franklin Sussex Automall, Route 23 in Sussex.
Summer clearance event.
Welcome to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary, coming to you from the Automall parking lot like we do every week, right off Route 23, the world-famous Automall. We want to thank Bill Snouffer and Eric Nielsen for being the title sponsor on the show. Again, folks, you want to come down here, great selection of new and used cars, great customer service, great financial deals. Come down, check it out. You will not be disappointed. Well, this is our first new show of the summer of 2017. And speaking of Bill Snouffer, his son Ryan qualified for the Canadian PGA Tour. We caught up with Ryan. He came home for a break for a couple of weeks. He's back up at the Great White North, and he's real excited about his chances. Let's check out that interview.
It's been a long journey since I was a 20 handicap my freshman year in high school, and it's pretty humbling to be up here now and kind of take a look back at how far I've come. It's been a really good experience so far. I haven't played as well as I wanted to, but you got to take some positives out of it, and you got to really look at it in a positive way. And I made one cut, I made some money in my first event out there, so that was good to get off to kind of a good start. And then I had some trouble the last two events, but it's pretty hard to get used to traveling different beds every week, different courses every week, and kind of getting set up and flights and all that nonsense. So, I think the first couple events have just been kind of like an eye-opener for me and what I need to do to perform better out there. And, from that point on, I think I have a good idea of what I need to do going forward to play better.
Now, how did you get onto the tour? What was that process?
It's pretty simple. You basically got to play good enough to get on. There's something called Q School that everyone goes through, and I think there's 5, maybe 6 Q schools throughout the United States, and then one in Canada. So I think there's probably 5 and then one in Canada. I played in the one down in Port St. Lucie at the PGA Village Wanamaker course, and it's a 4-round event, and basically top 16 get some sort of status where they're guaranteed events. And then after that, if you come in the top 20, you probably see some starts. But I came in 16th, so I made it on the number, and I was able to get 4 starts. So I get my last start before the reshuffle coming on July 6th through the 9th. So, that's kind of the next step, but pretty easy. Just got to go out there and play good, and, then you got to work from there.
Now, you went down to Florida to work on your game. You decided to go pro. You put that time in. Obviously, you got more time to put in. But what's it like when you get the call or you find out you made the cut, you're going on the tour, you're going to go play golf for money?
Yeah, it was pretty relieving, to say the least. I think it's just the beginning. But when you get wins like that, and you've been working so hard to get to where you are, you got to take some positives out of it, and then just be really happy with your performance. It was definitely pretty cool. I mean, my dad was obviously really happy, and we were talking about it and kind of the journey. And I mean, this is all I've worked for. So growing up from Jefferson High School all the way to here, I mean, this has been the goal. So this is the first step, and then. From then on, we see how far I can take it.
Now, what's the mindset? You've played in some big amateur tournaments. You played in big college tournaments. This is the real deal. This is pros going against it. You're no longer the big fish in the small pond. You're going against pros. What's that mindset when you step on to that first tee box and you're a pro?
It's a little hard because it's kind of intimidating. I think as good of a track record as I had, in high school and in college, there's a lot of guys that are out on these tours that have a lot better track record than I do, and have played in a lot stronger events, and it's just a part of the competition. I've always been, what I felt like was an underdog, coming from a 20 handicap when I was a freshman year. A lot of these kids were really good when they were young, and I wasn't, so I'm kind of behind the curve, but I've made a ton of progress in the past, and you just gotta believe that you can play out there with these guys. I mean, they all get nervous out there just like you, and I've seen the way I can hit the ball and see the way they can hit the ball, and I can do it just as good as them. It's just getting things to click, and when they do, I have no issues competing out there. In terms of mindset, you really just got to go out there and play your game. You can't worry about what other people are doing. If someone just made 8 birdies in a row, you can't think about that. You just got to go and do your game and play your game and play as hard as you can, and that's really all you can do.
We're here at Skyview, where you kind of cut your teeth on golf. When you come here, what kind of memories come back?
There's a lot. Definitely a lot of memories. I mean, when I was a kid, I'd spend 10 hours a day here in the summer screwing around, chipping, putting, going out and playing. So it's pretty cool to be back and see it in pretty good shape. And I probably haven't played a full 18 here in a long time, but the way it looks, I'm probably going to have to step back on the tee and check it out. But I mean, there's a lot of memories here, and a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of memories just from growing my game. So it's pretty cool to be back here.
Take us through a typical day for you down in Florida, getting ready in between events.
So basically, I work out about 6 days a week now. I do have an injured hip, so that is depending. Some days it'll hurt, and I'll kind of have to take a break. But I'll get up in the morning, go to the gym, do my thing, and then take a shower, come back, go to the golf course, practice for about 3 hours, and then go out and play either 9 or 18, depending on the day. And then maybe put in a little practice after, and then call it quits, come back, do a quick stretch, and just try and relax, get some food in me, and prepare for the next day. I mean, that's really what it is. It's a job. It's hard to do more than that. At once. I mean, I'm putting in about 8 hours a day already. So it's a lot, but it's my dream. So it's what you got to do.
And obviously, the dream is to come down and play on the PGA Tour here. And now that you have a taste of being professional, how much is that burning that desire is even more that I can do it at this level. If I continue to prove, I can do it on the top level.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, being inside the ropes for once, and having people follow you. I mean, it's not to the level that there's not 10,000 people watching me on the first tee or anything like that, but having people follow you and kind of clap for you and follow along, and I played in a few pro-ams, and having the guys from the pro-ams come out and see it, it's a cool experience. So I definitely want to see more of that, and the only way you're going to see more of that is to compete on a higher level, and that's really what it's going to take, just grinding out to get there, and hopefully I can do it.
But it's been a lot of fun watching Ryan's career as a superstar at Jefferson. Then he went to Adelphi, and then he finished up at Seton Hall, and now he's winning money on the tour up in Canada. Hopefully he'll be playing down in the lower 48 soon enough, but he's doing a great job. It's been a lot of fun following him. We'll have more here on the Sports Beat right after these messages here on Channel 10 and mugsmedia.com.
Bill Snouffer here, and if you want to make a big savings splash, don't miss the Beach Party Savings Bash at Franklin Sussex Automall. Keep cool with savings in the thousands on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Enjoy summer fun in the all-new 2017 Jeep Compass, just $169 a month. And the road-ready 2017 Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab is yours for just $199 a month.
Plus, with every purchase, get a 60-quart Coleman Cooler. Hurry to Franklin Sussex Automall, Route 23 in Sussex.
Summer clearance event.
Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services, specializing in public entity risk management, loss control, and self-insured alternatives. Put your trust in Arthur J. Gallagher locally by contacting George Moorville, who served Sussex County schools and municipalities for over 40 years. Arthur J. Gallagher and George Moorville support Sussex County athletes and charities. Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services. Business without barriers. For more information, call George Moorville at 973-383-3110.
Eastern Propane remains dedicated to our founding principles of personalized service, quality products, and exceptional technical expertise. we offer comprehensive, single-source solutions including the planning, design, installation, and ongoing maintenance of your propane gas systems and appliances. Our friendly delivery technicians provide you with safe and efficient deliveries, ensuring uninterrupted propane service. Whether your needs are large or small, Eastern Propane offers more ways to serve you better.
United Water is now Suez, safe, clean water for the communities they serve.
Sussex County Sheriff's Crime Stoppers is a nonprofit organization that encourages cooperation between the citizens of Sussex County and the Sussex County Sheriff's Department. If you have information relating to a crime or criminal activity in Sussex County, please contact us. If your tip leads to an arrest, you could receive a reward of up to $1,000. Contact us at 973-300-CRIME or through our website at www.sussexcountysheriff.com. Thank you.
This message made possible by D&H Risk Solutions. For more information, go to risksolutions.com.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was the right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before moving on to a four-year university.
Visit us at SUSSEX.EDU to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary, coming to you from the Automall. Remember, folks, go down Route 23 and check out Franklin Sussex Hyundai. They have great deals there as well, new and used cars. You want to get that good car for your student that's going off to college for the first time, or maybe your high school kid just got his license, a good, safe car. They'll put you in a good one here at the Franklin Sussex Automall and Franklin Sussex Hyundai. Well, up next, one of my favorite events we cover every year, the North-South football game. Well, a couple years ago, former Giants great and CBS broadcaster Phil Simms lent his name to the event. He brings in former NFL players to come in. It's just a real cool game, North versus South. We went down there. We had plenty of representatives from our area, and we also caught up with Phil Simms. Here's that story.
Well, it's 4 years, so I'm really proud of how in 4 years we just keep it better and better every year. And, you know, it's fun to do, fun to be part of it, to be around the kids for 4 days and kind of try to act young again, you know, that kind of thing. But I have a lot of fun with the kids, and I mess around with them a lot. And I know they're kind of looking at me going, well, yeah, I know, but we have fun. And I think that's the best thing that it does for the coaches. And, you know, we try to interact with the kids as much as we can, and it was a great week.
On the North squad, they got two big guys, Kenar Lally from Vernon and Charles Zarzecki from Boonton. They're playing on the line for the North.
It's great to be out here, great to have fun with a bunch of different counties, see what we can do and beat South. It's exciting to be representing Boonton as, you know, a small school, Group 1 school, and, you know, just be playing in such a great game, you know, North-South. It's just amazing, you know, for the opportunity to come up.
Stevie Lyden, Mr. Excitement, he's here too from Lenape Valley.
It feels great, you know, being recognized as one of the top running backs in North Jersey. You know, it's something, you know, a lot of people wish for, and I'm blessed to be in this game.
Vernon coach Chuck Tepper coached in this game a couple of years ago, and he says it's a great thing for the kids and the coaches.
Excited to come down every year for the game. We are not always lucky enough to have a young man good enough to be in the game, but it's great to have Kenar down here and representing Vernon football, and looking forward to a good game.
Madison won a state title last year. Coach Chris Kubik's here watching, and he says there's a lot of talent in Morris County.
It's always a fun time of the year, watch these kids. You know, there's some great football players out there, especially in Morris County. So, you know, it's nice to see all these guys coming out and competing one more time.
We had a great night of football here at Kane University, the annual North-South game. Now Phil Simms has been involved. And Morris and Sussex County well represented.
Feels great to be out here one more time before college at least, play with some kids, have fun, see what we can do.
I like it a lot, you know, especially playing with the best kids like you said. So, you know, it's a great way to go out in my high school career with some of the best competition in Jersey.
This is a great opportunity for the kids to play one more time as a high school student as they all go on to their respective colleges.
I'm going to play at the University of Montana Western. Fred walking out of Rutgers, you know, starting this week, and hope to start sometime in the next 2 years.
Folks, Phil Simms is the nicest guy he seems like on TV. Talked to him after the interview. Just a good guy and just a fun weekend at Kane. and just all that great New Jersey football talent. We'll have more here on the Sports Beat right after these messages here on Channel 10 and MugsMedia.com.
Bill Snouffer here, and if you want to make a big savings splash, don't miss the Beach Party Savings Bash at Franklin Sussex Automall. Keep cool with savings in the thousands on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Enjoy summer fun in the all-new 2017 Jeep Compass, just $169 a month. And the road-ready 2017 Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab is yours for just $199 a month.
Plus, with every purchase, get a 60-quart Coleman Cooler. Hurry to Franklin Sussex Automall, Route 23 in Sussex.
Summer clearance event.
Sussex County Sheriff's Crime Stoppers is a nonprofit organization that encourages cooperation between the citizens of Sussex County and the Sussex County Sheriff's Department. If you have information relating to a crime or criminal activity in Sussex County, please contact us at 973-300-CRIME or go to our website, www.sussexcountysheriff.com. Remember, you remain anonymous and you could receive a potential reward of up to $1,000 if your tip leads to an arrest.
This message made possible by D&H Risk Solutions. For more information, go to risksolutions.com.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money. Lakeland Banks pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat, coming to you from the Automall parking lot. Great place to be. Folks, check out their Facebook page. There's always something going on here at the Automall. Either a giveaway or a former professional athlete signing something. They have the barbecue out front. So check out their Facebook page. It'll tell you what's going on. And there is always something going on here at the Automall during the summertime. Well, sticking with the motif of high school football, Hopatcong has a new football coach, and they didn't have to go very far to hire him. He's a former assistant to Brian Meany and Jerry Venerino, and he was a great player for Don Smolin back in the day for Lenape Valley. Mike Moschella takes over the program, and we spoke to Mike about this opportunity.
Really exciting to have a new opportunity. Stepping up to be the head coach is something I've been looking to do for a number of years, and just really excited to get things going. So it's been a good experience so far.
Now, obviously, you coached under Brian Meany. He left after 1 year. You coached with Jerry Venerino. What did you learn from those guys that you might apply here?
Just different things, nuances of the offense. Coach Venerino was really good with spreading the ball out, and what he brought to the passing game was something that I hadn't really experienced in my previous coaching. And Coach Meany's approach was a little bit different than Coach V's. Just the way we brought it, we had a real attention to detail with things. So I learned some good things from both of those guys, and of course I bring a lot from Lenape Valley and Coach Smolin. So we're working and bring a lot to the table.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Don Smolin's coaching tree just sprouted another branch with you taking over.
It's exciting. Coach Parzero is doing a great job at Newton right now, did a great job at North Warren. He was my position coach for offense and defense when I was in high school. And, what Coach Smolin has done at Lenape Valley for 40 years now is it's amazing. So coming from that, I think it's a huge advantage for me, and it'll be a huge advantage for these guys at Hopatcong too.
You're a young guy. What made you decide to put your hat in the ring?
Well, last year when Coach V stepped down, I was, on staff. I was young, was looking to kind of step up and move forward. I went for it that year. We brought Coach Meany in, and I learned a lot from him. It was actually really beneficial. So when Coach Meany stepped down this year, I felt I was ready. The administration here felt I was ready, so we took off with it.
And just talk about what your philosophy is going to be. You have to establish your own philosophy. I know, obviously, you draw from Coach Smolin and everyone else, and from college. But what's going to be your philosophy?
We're gonna establish a run game. We're gonna mix it up passing ball. We're gonna use every skill player on the field. And my idea is, you might not know where the ball is going. Even if you do, we're gonna run our plays, and we're gonna run them better than you can stop them.
Hopatcong's been always a tough, small school. Numbers have always been an issue, but always Coach V and Meany last year found to maximize potential out of all your kids? Talk about that challenge of having small numbers at a small school.
Sure. So it's tough to get the 3 levels, freshman, JV, and varsity. This year we have a pretty big freshman class coming in, so we'll be able to do that. And it's a huge benefit to our players because just being able to play those games every week really helps you in your development. So if we don't have enough for, say, a JV or a freshman team, that's a whole group of guys who aren't really getting that game experience. So it's really going to help us this year. It'll help us in future years, and hopefully we can do something exciting here and just really kind of get people out here and to want to play for us.
And have you filled out the staff yet, or is that a process you're going through right now?
Yeah, our staff is pretty much full. We're looking for one more person, so we should have that filled in the next week or two, but we're pretty set. We have everything taken care of, and we're just ready to move on and get things going.
And how important is, obviously you didn't go to Hopatcong, you went to Lenape Valley, but they're right next to each other. It's almost the same type of kid. How important is it they know that you grew up in this area?
So I think it's very important because a mile down the street, people are no different. So my high school is not much different. The people in my high school are not much different. So these guys can see what Lenape Valley has done, and there's no reason we shouldn't be able to accomplish all of those same things. So I think it's a great motivator for these guys, and they know that whatever we want to do is possible.
And in the North Jersey Super Football Conference, you guys play some really tough Group 1 teams. Your thoughts about the teams you'll be playing?
Newton is going to be outstanding this year. Shabazz is going to be tough. North Warren will be improved. I think Walk Hill will be improved. Morris Catholic will be improved. It's a tough schedule that some people might kind of look over, but we're not going to overlook anyone. We're going to prepare every week like we're playing for a sectional championship, and whether it's Shabazz or it's Kittatinny or Walk Hill Valley or Butler, it doesn't matter to us. We're there to play, and we're going to bring it.
Mike is enthusiastic. He knows the game. I think he's going to do well. He has no aspirations of moving on after a year or two. I think he's going to keep that Hopatcong program going, and they need that kind of energy at a Group 1 school, and I think Mike is going to bring that. So it's going to be fun watching the Chiefs play under him. We'll have more here on the Sports Beat right after these messages here on Channel 10 and mugsmedia.com.
Bill Snouffer here, and if you want to make a big savings splash, don't miss the Beach Party Savings Bash at Franklin Sussex Automall. Keep cool with savings in the thousands on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Enjoy summer fun in the all-new 2017 Jeep Compass, just $169 a month. And the road-ready 2017 Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab is yours for just $199 a month.
Plus, with every purchase, get a 60-quart Coleman Cooler. Hurry to Franklin Sussex Automall, Route 23 in Sussex.
Summer clearance event.
When it comes to caring for the unexpected, take comfort in knowing that our emergency department is prepared and equipped to take care of all patients' needs, from minor injuries to more advanced life-threatening illnesses like heart attacks and strokes. No other provider can match the experience, commitment to quality, and access to state-of-the-art technology available at Newton Medical Center. And as part of Atlantic Health System, we're also the only facility seamlessly connected to all the resources and medical experts at Morristown Medical Center and our sister hospitals for the breadth of high-quality and nationally ranked services offered throughout our network.
Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services, specializing in public entity risk management, loss control, and self-insured alternatives. Put your trust in Arthur J. Gallagher locally by contacting George Moorville, who served Sussex County schools and municipalities for over 40 years. Arthur J. Gallagher and George Moorville support Sussex County athletes and charities. Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services, business without barriers. For more information, call George Moorville at 973-383-3110.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money. Lakeland Banks, pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Attention high school athletes, weekend warriors, and seniors. Therapeutics Unlimited is a physical therapy and sports rehab provider. Therapeutics Unlimited also provides pediatrics and vestibular therapy. Therapeutics Unlimited uses cutting-edge technology for personal one-on-one physical therapy with the goal of getting the patient to a full and speedy recovery. Therapeutics Unlimited with 4 locations in Sussex and Morris counties. In Sussex, Sparta and Andover. In Morris County, Randolph and Morristown. For more information, visit turehab.com.
Bill Snouffer here, and if you want to make a big savings splash, don't miss the Beach Party Savings Bash at Franklin Sussex Automall. Keep cool with savings in the thousands on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Enjoy summer fun in the all-new 2017 Jeep Compass, just $169 a month. And the road-ready 2017 Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab is yours for just $199 a month.
Plus, with every purchase, get a 60-quart Coleman cooler. Hurry to Franklin Sussex Automall, Route 23 in Sussex.
Summer clearance event.
United Water is now Suez, safe, clean water for the communities they serve.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was the right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before moving on to a four-year university.
Visit us at SUSSEX.EDU to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Farmstead Golf and Country Club is the perfect place to host your event. Weddings, christenings, baby and bridal showers, and sports banquets. The staff at Farmstead will make your day a special one. The banquet facility overlooks their beautiful 27-hole golf course. Farmstead Golf and Country Club can also host your charity golf event. For more information on the Farmstead banquet facilities or to book your tee time, call 383-1666. Farmstead Golf and Country Club, located on Lawrence Road in Lafayette. Visit their website at farmsteadgolf.com.
Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary. Right down the road is High Point High School, and not too long ago they held their High Point High School Athletic Hall of Fame dinner, and they inducted a couple of new members. Here's a story on that.
I always use it in my opening remarks tonight. It's, the old blended in with the new and the current. We get a chance to honor former alumni who did some great things here at High Point, as well as our current student athletes who are doing great things right now.
Here with Shannon Gill-Williams, inducted tonight into the High Point Hall of Fame. Your thoughts on this honor?
With all the athletes that come from High Point, I just feel so honored that I was one of the ones that's recognized for the hard work that I put in 4 years at High Point. I'm really excited. It fills me with a lot of Wildcat pride, remembering my days at High Point and how much fun I had all 4 years there, and 3 different sports. It really brought back a lot of wonderful memories.
Yeah, what are some of the memories that jump to your forefront? I mean, obviously High Point field hockey with Coach Kerr, some of the best field hockey around.
Oh, absolutely. It made me automatically think of my first season there, and preseason, and you're in the hot August sun, and it's your first time entering high school, and it was a really great way of just making lifelong friends right there in the beginning. I had a ton of memories of working hard on that field hockey field, in the heat. And then, towards the end of the season, then in the snow, and, how much it changes and how much you grow each season.
Here is Scott Clausen being inducted into the High Point Hall of Fame tonight. Scott, your thoughts on this great honor?
It is a big honor in that playing high school sports was the time I probably took sports most seriously, and I worked really hard at it. So to get this honor now, and now that I'm a high school coach myself up in Vermont, it's a big honor, especially considering how many athletes I work with now as a high school teacher and as a coach. It kind of gets me to think about what's sort of down the line. Obviously you're not really playing sports to get awards or receive any kind of honors, but the thing I always kind of liked most about sports is like connecting with other people, and I feel like having events like this kind of continues to send that message that sports is not just something you do in high school, but it's like a lifelong thing.
And just what are some of the memories? I'm sure you have a ton of memories playing at High Point. You guys had some pretty good soccer teams back in the day.
Some of the memories. My junior year, I remember we had a pretty long unbeaten streak, and that was pretty magical. So I played with, some of the kids that I played with in high school were kids that I played with ever since I was a little kid. So to see that kind of success when we were having a little bit of trouble in the beginning of the season, was pretty memorable. Yeah, and there was one time that I scored a goal in a state game, and it was within the first 2 seconds of the game, and that was kind of a rush. So that's a good memory too.
Great job by Todd Van Orden. Does a great job at everything he does up there at High Point. You go up there, you're treated like a king. He does a super job, and that's a great evening where the Hall of Famers go in. They also honor the senior athletes, so the old gets to meet the new, and a great tradition at High Point, considering this is their 50th anniversary, just wrapped up, so it was a pretty cool event. We'll have more here on the Sports Beat right after these messages here on Channel 10 and MugsMedia.com.
Bill Snouffer here, and if you want to make a big savings splash, don't miss the Beach Party Savings Bash at Franklin Sussex Automall. Keep cool with savings in the thousands on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Enjoy summer fun in the all-new 2017 Jeep Compass, just $169 a month. And the road-ready 2017 Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab is yours for just $199 a month.
Plus, with every purchase, get a 60-quart Coleman cooler. Hurry to Franklin Sussex Automall, Route 23 in Sussex.
Summer clearance event.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was the right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before moving on to a four-year university.
Visit us at SUSSEX.EDU to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money. Lakeland Banks pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's obviously a great thing to participate in the final, but I think the entire league is really a very beneficial activity for the kids. We get a week and change of games at the very beginning of the summer, so we get to see kids in situations and so that we can plan for next year. And then they all have the rest of the summer for other sports or family vacations, so it's a really good thing. But to make it to the final, I think it's a satisfying thing. There were quite a few good teams in the league this year. It was very high caliber of play.
Being a senior, I've been in this tournament for the past 3 summers, and it's just a great tournament, just playing pickup and like having everyone come together as like our team. And I just think it's great, like seeing how much everyone's gotten better since the season, and it's just so much fun to participate in.
I'm really proud of our team because we do have a lot of young players, as we have a lot of incoming sophomores playing with us. And we are missing some people, so I'm really proud of us how we've been able to get so far.
We're real surprised about making it to the final. This is our 3rd year in a row in the final, so we're pretty happy about that. Didn't expect it, but our kids have been playing really, really well, so we're pretty happy with that.
I thought this was a great league. Everyone came out. There was 3 freshmen out of the 6 who normally came, and they just were awesome. They learned the plays quick, and just their energy was so good.
It is a really great accomplishment that we have had. The last 3 years we've been in the finals, and hopefully this year we can come out with the win.
Talk about that. How important is it for you guys to keep the girls fresh, work on skills in June, and you guys are done before the 4th of July weekend, like you said, before break and everything, against very good competition?
Well, we've been able to integrate some of the younger players in with the older players, so, and that highlights, the kinds of things that we're going to have to work on in open gym in the summer and especially in the early part of the preseason.
And then you guys went 15-12 last year. Your thoughts on improving this year? We talked off camera. A lot of returners coming back to this West Morris team. Your thoughts on the upcoming season?
We'll be much more mature. We lost probably 5 or 6 games by 3 points or less last year. So, and I think that was a reflection of some lack of maturity. But just judging how they played in this event, the confidence level's higher. They're playing with significantly greater maturity. And I'm excited for the prospects of the upcoming season.
We lost 3 seniors, really valuable parts of the team. But we've got some young kids that are really surprising us. They're stepping up. Maddie Smith has improved tremendously, and Kelly Salako is one of the best. So they're going to lead us this year without a doubt. And I think our new kids will come around. It may take a little while yet, but we got kids that are really working hard. So, 20 wins is a lot of wins. We're not predicting anything, but we'll try real hard.
Bill Snouffer here, and if you want to make a big savings splash, don't miss the Beach Party Savings Bash at Franklin Sussex Automall. Keep cool with savings in the thousands on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Enjoy summer fun in the all-new 2017 Jeep Compass, just $169 a month. And the road-ready 2017 Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab is yours for just $199 a month.
Plus, with every purchase, get a 60-quart Coleman Cooler. Hurry to Franklin Sussex Automall, Route 23 in Sussex.
Summer clearance event.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was the right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before moving on to a four-year university.
Visit us at SUSSEX.EDU to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
American Federal Mortgage knows shopping for a mortgage can be stressful. They have the lowest rates in the nation with their state-approved lock and loan form. American Federal Mortgage has great customer service to answer your questions and concerns. They will get you into the home of your dreams. For more information, call 888-321-HOUSE or go to njmortgage.com.
Party time or work time? Tri-State Rentals has the right tools and supplies for your next job or party, event, and wedding tents in many sizes, plus all the accessories you need to host that perfect party, including bounce houses, carnival games, and catering supplies. We also rent tools and equipment for any job, big or small, indoor or out. We rent, sell, and service Kubota tractors. Planning your next job or event just got easier. Visit Tri-State Rentals online at tristaterentals.com or visit our showroom, 105 Sparta Avenue, Newton.
Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. Time for Orthopedic Institute Live Well Tip of the Week.
Over the past decade, probably the biggest change has been really managing stress. So whether it's heart rate monitor systems or the GPS systems or daily, you can use daily questionnaires. It's like a 5-question subjective, see how the athletes are doing. Has really become the biggest change. So here we have our heart rate monitor system. We use a system from First Beat Sports. What it is records in real time, so every player is wearing a heart rate strap as they're on the ice. There's a little receiver up in the corner, and it'll capture everything in real time. The one thing that I really look for is this score is a TRIMP score. It's essentially a measure of volume. So we look at volume compared to time, and that lets us know sort of how difficult practice is. So if it's an easy day, you might see a 1-to-1 ratio. So this would be 38. And you'd probably see a 38 there. That would be something like a morning skate. A hard practice is typically about 1.5, which is right where we're at now. So we'll probably end up at 40 minutes and 60, so 1.5. And a real hard day is generally 2-to-1. So by measuring the intensity and workload of practice, we know if we're doing too much or doing too little and sort of hit that sweet spot every day. I think the injuries you see a lot with younger populations are probably just overuse injuries. You get a lot of kids that play the same sports year-round, so you're not really ever getting out of those movement patterns and you're just doing the same thing over and over again, and eventually the tissue just can't handle it anymore and breaks down. With our guys, so actually that even applies to our players, like we don't want guys to skate in the off-season. So we push track workouts hard. Like we want guys to run to get them back into a more sagittal plane and get them out of here because they're here, 9 months out of the year. And people look at us and say like, why do you bench press? That's old school. But the fact of the matter is hockey's the fastest sport with the highest speed collisions, and having muscular shoulders is going to hold them together. So while having a big bench press might not help with a slap shot, it is going to help with getting smashed into the boards and having your joints maintain integrity and not get injured. Basically all their profiles here, you'd come in, you just select your picture off a list. Normally we would have the lift already set, so it's set on deadlift. Say he's going at 245 pounds, he just hits prepare. And then all he's got to do is start the exercise. When he starts the exercise and the string starts to move on the device, it'll start recording. And it gives them just instantaneous feedback on bar speed and power. So we can determine our workouts based off of speed instead of being kind of set into a percentage. When it comes to sort of recovery and feeling good throughout the year, nutrition and sleep are paramount. They're everything. I mean, they're everything. People love to talk about cold tubs, compression garments, pneumatic air compression devices that help with like lymphatic return, flush rides, massages, foam rollers, stretching. And while all that stuff has value, you can't replace nutrition and sleep. I mean, nutrition and sleep are everything. To set the guys up for success, we do provide breakfast and lunch every day. We'll provide post-game meals. We have breakfast and lunch on the road. So there's pretty much always food around, so we can make sure these guys are adequately fueled. So every day there's going to be a lean protein option, whether it's pork, chicken, beef tenderloin, salmon. We rotate our proteins. There'll always be a starch carbohydrate option. Usually it's potatoes, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, and then there's always a vegetable option for fiber and actually some micronutrition. Always have a salad, plenty of fresh fruit. They cut fruit every day. Really, with anyone, like it's all about progress, not perfection, and really just kind of you don't want to bite off more than you can chew. So even with myself, my in-season training, it drops off during the season for sure. But I mean, I still get it done. I just keep it to the minimums. And really, it's just kind of the ebb and flow of motivation. Say you're not feeling very motivated, just keep training. You can cut your workouts down to a quarter or a half of what you were doing previously, and just get through that funk, but don't stop. And then once you feel motivated again, you can just ramp it right back up.
Again, folks, the Orthopedic Institute New Jersey offices throughout the whole Northwest New Jersey. For all your orthopedic needs, from your neck down to your toes, they got it all. Top-notch surgeons, top-notch physical therapists. And like I said, with locations all over, you don't have to travel. They're the best, folks, and we want to thank them for being sponsors of the Live Well Tip of the Week, the Games of the Week, the Sports Beat. They're just tremendous. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of the Sports Beat. Again, folks, come on down here. Check out the new and used cars. As Bill Snouffer and Eric Nielsen say, you don't have to buy here, but please give them a chance. Come down, check it out, and you won't be disappointed. Also, head down Route 23 to Hyundai. Check out their Facebook page. Has all the information on the ongoing events. And if you've driven by the Automall on a Saturday, you see there's always something going on. It's always fun. Also, a couple of notes about Muggs Media. We're a full-service video production house. What's that mean? We love doing the Sports Beat. We love doing the Games of the Week. But we also do corporate videos, commercial videos, videos for your Facebook page. We do college recruiting videos. Larissa Spellman, who went to Butler High School, we did her video. She's now at Kentucky and pitching and was one of the starting pitchers as a freshman. So as you're going to be a senior this year and you need to get that video together, we'll shoot it, produce it, and send it to the college of your choice. For all that type of information, you send us an email to info@muggsmedia.com, info@muggsmedia.com. Also, folks, football's going to be here before you know it. The Games of the Week. You want to get on board. We have some spots open. Send us an email again, info@muggsmedia.com. Well, that's going to wrap it up here from the Automall. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you again next week. I'm your host, Dan Cleary. Good night, everyone.